Coming from the Korean developers Nixon, announced almost a month ago. At number 1 we have Project V, or Impressionante Project V. This is a Souls-like action RPG semi-open world hack and slasher, quite a bit in the same vein as the upcoming Black Myth Wukong, but the difference between the two is this game is quite modern in gameplay, mixing samurai fights with mythical beasts and even more mythical weapons. Check it out, this game is coming out mid to late next year.
We understood. We were standing before God.
Announced as a Microsoft exclusive a few months ago, resurfaced this week with a release window. At number 2, we have Beautiful Light. Beautiful Light is a PvP tactical first-person extraction shooter where 6 squads of 3 operators are tasked with entering, securing, and extracting an artifact in a hostile, horrifying environment. Here's the project's first official gameplay. The game is said to be coming out of PCs only late 2024.
The world will collapse, and while you stand in the midst of nothingness, searching for light in the darkness, only grasping the truth in the final reckoning. We were caught in the Rubicon's flow. Behind the high ramparts, where it cannot see us, we recite our final words.
If you missed out on it on Gamescom, Parallel Abyss just went on and re-revealed Crimson Desert, a top-tier MMORPG or action RPG we had eyes on about 2 years ago, following an even bigger reveal last year. If you've been waiting on an update, we got a rather lengthy new look at in-game options, somewhat looking like the new Zelda game, if you ask me, and on top of that, a release window of late 2024 for PCs and consoles as well. Check it out. Now look guys, this might have been the longest wait in history, but we finally got our first look at the long-awaited, probably most anticipated game of the past few years, Dragon's Dogma 2 a few months ago. This new game is coming to PCs in the next generation of consoles only, and believe it or not, the beast of a game is following an almost 12-year development, at least in premise. We're still anticipating a release date, specific one, but we know it's coming out mid to late 2024 for PCs and next generation of consoles only.
Excels in melee combat. As a fighter, you can cut down enemies with a sword and protect yourself and your party using your shield. As we keep going, we can see some harpies in the distance. As an archer, you'll be better suited to take down enemies above you. Let's see what they can do. The archer is a vocation that uses a bow and arrow to attack enemies from a distance. Make full use of your arsenal, including exploding or blighting arrows. You can also aim at your enemies like a third-person shooter.
Hello guys, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline 2 went on and received a release window of late 2024, possibly releasing at the same time only next year now. And if you're wondering, this game was supposedly releasing about 3 years ago and already in development over 4 years. We've only seen some glimpses of gameplay from which we know it's a first-person stealth action RPG, semi-open world game in nature. It's coming to PCs in the next generation of consoles, and here's a new trailer. Number 7, we have Microsoft's all-time famous exclusive new entry, Flight Simulator, the sequel, Flight Sim 2024. Probably the biggest game in the scale in the list, and it's building an even higher altitude maneuvers like aerial firefighting, some skydiving operations, and high mountaintop rescues, and new actions in general, on top of a better graphic as always, some otherworldly graphics. I mean, I don't even know how that's possible, because Flight Sim 2023 was like reality itself. Anyway, the game's set to be coming out Number 8, we have the second longest awaited game in the list from the Korean developers Pixel, which has been teasing their new game Chrono Odyssey since 3 years ago, and the word that is finally releasing for PCs in the next generation of consoles in addition to mobiles, a tad later with minimalized graphics early to mid next year. If you missed out on Chrono Odyssey, this is a MMORPG where the players have to bend time in order to survive and maneuvers. So basically it's a time manipulation MMORPG. Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, on the other hand, came out and revealed the first ever open-world Star Wars game called Star Wars Outlaws. Coming out to pieces in the next generation of consoles only, early to mid next year, this is as described by Ubisoft itself, the first ever open-world, as I mentioned, Star Wars game set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, in partnership and development with Massive Entertainment, which is best known for its works on the Vision games. Take a look.
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Now, one of the best things you're gonna hear, this has been a thing since the dawn of PlayStation 5. At number 10, we have the much-awaited Lost Soul Aside, an action hack-and-slash RPG, PC to PlayStation exclusive, that's been in the works for almost 5 years. That's like as old as I started working on YouTube. Sony Interactive just came out with more than 20 minutes of gameplay for it, and said the game's coming to PCs and the PlayStation consoles early next year.
What are you waiting for? I'm here. Watching more than one.
Moving on, it's technically speaking the most awaited, anticipated in the list as well when it comes to Microsoft exclusives as Senuas Saga Hellblade 2. That is, Ninja Theory's action-adventure supposedly releasing in the first few months of 2024. The new game is said to be about twice in size compared to the first game. Not just that, but in game time, the game's length, and even a new story arc. Take a look.
Lost soul fought through hell to find us.
You were lost. Not anymore.
Are you ready for what you will find here?